Well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go! Hey, all you Architects of Fate. Welcome to this wonderful channel, this wonderful Friday, as I find my script. I'm Simon, and with me is my good friend and roommate. Yes, we are just roommates. Rufus the robot. Hey Rufus, how you doing?
It is indeed a wonderful Friday, and I am here and ready to rock this show.
All right. This evening we have another installment of Cookie Track, where we do take 3 randomly generated Star Trek premises, and with your help, we try and break down a 3-act Star Trek episode, and we do it pretty well. And not only do we do it well, we do it with cookies. We relax and enjoy cookies. We encourage you. Thank you, Nat, for distributing chips in there. Fate chips taste as good as potato chips. Yeah, they do. Although tonight's cookie, we'll give it a run for their money, I think. Because I think Fate chips, we're going to have to decide what Fate chips taste like, chat. You like cookies. Hey, Zangoose, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Are you new to our channel? I feel really stupid if I just blew past your butt. Previously subbed for 5 months. Gotcha. You're a lapsed subscriber. You're lapsed. Anyway, Rufus, I'm going to switch to the correct screen here. You want to tell us about tonight's story?
Well, I think before we talk about tonight's story, shouldn't we somehow revisit the momentous occasion that was our Season 3 premiere?
Oh, yeah, I forgot Season 3's premiere, where we did that 2-parter, the second half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. Totally amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I recall, didn't we have, let me see, yeah, I think Sheriff Barney Fife showed up, and he was an elder god.
I mean, seriously, watching Otis, transcend this plane for another was just, it was awe-inspiring. I mean, it was heroic. It made me want to be a better robot. I'll say that. It's
true. It did kind of have that Measure of a Man vibe to it.
I know.
Yeah.
Just the level of sacrifice, and just to put all right with the universe, and I mean that's what season premieres are all about. Big stakes, big
ideas to get the show going.
Big ideas. Yeah, it resolved so beautifully what was going on the week before.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
it did kick us off in a new direction.
I mean, if I could cry, I would.
Well, the worst part was, and the best part was, I forgot to click the start streaming button when we did it. So yeah, that was lost to time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Well,
It's a show that never was.
Tonight's episode is called Nukat, which kind of sounds like nougat, that's a cookie thing, I think. But the beats we're going to be walking through are characters. Future self shows up. I love it when we got time travel going on. It's just awesome. Gul Dukat switches side. I gotta say, hilarity is gonna ensue here, and conversation held in a non-human language.
Okay, well, with that, and let me see. Yeah, we officially got a lost episode. Oh, we have so many lost episodes. Yeah, this is one we can blame on like the writer's strike, and yeah, I like that idea quite a bit.
Now let's spread the blame around.
Oh yeah, I will never blame the writers. I will literally never do that. But yeah, I'll blame. But as a producer,
Yeah.
we do blame the writers.
Forgot to talk about the cookie. Tonight's cookie is Vienna Finger by Keebler, and let me say it's a banger. It's very mellow. It's got a wonderful shape. I think earlier you mentioned that it looks like a paddle from a pinball machine, and I will agree with that totally. I just love feeling it. It's got lots of wonderful little bumps on there, which is kind of a nice touch, because the first taste is with the fingers, as far as I'm concerned, and the flavor spectacular. I mean, it's just very mellow, very vanilla, but I kind of like that tonight. I'm in a vanilla mood.
Oh, okay. I was just Simon was talking with or Felix was talking with somebody in chat. I am Simon. Felix is over there doing chat things.
Well, it's always great to know what Felix has to say.
Felix has a lot to say. He's one of the few paid up members.
Felix is he's a major figure for this channel, and I think we need to keep the dude happy.
Oh, I think that Nat needs to get him his own stand.
Yeah.
Right now he sits on a plumber stand, and it's very interesting, but it's a bit rough.
It's not a situation where we can afford to have our own trailers, but we got to treat each other well.
Well, where else do we go storming off to when these things happen? Where do we go? Where does where does Pwned go when he is throwing one of his famous legendary hissy fits behind the scenes?
It's always wonderful to watch the door slam as he's running away.
Yes. So we are sitting here. We've got a character's future self shows up. There was a whole write-up, by the way, that went out last week for all of these things happening that led to the Nukat title, and we are going to junk all of it because we had way too much of a plot resolved in that series preview. So what do? We're starting here at the fever. What part of this beast do we want to tackle? Or do we want to leave it up to the Wonder Machine?
Hey, let's start with some randomness.
Okay, we're gonna go with we're gonna create an event.
Yep.
The event focus is moving away from a thread. Well, crap. Okay. The focus is to move away from a thread, and it also meaning separate legal matters. Or separate legal matters. Take your pick on your pronunciation. We're going to do a homophone, and, no homo, no homo phone.
I think somehow we got to get Dukat to switch sides. It feels like that's a tough...
What? Sorry.
I mean, it feels like that would be hard, so how are we going to make it happen?
I'm going to leave that up to the chat. Jim and the Great Barrier's in there, and I have every confidence in his abilities. But what I do want to say, what I've got is, what did I copy? Okay, I was gonna stick in a teaser here. All right, so we have focus is one of them is move away from a thread. So whatever happens takes us away from a resolution of one of our three plot lines.
Okay.
So what we can do is I'm just putting
Well,
it in there. So characters, future self shows up. Dukat switches sides and conversations in an alien language. I'd love the idea. It's a separate legal matters. How about we just got a Starfleet ruling that no one
okay.
can have, that everyone, no, nobody can have a conversation in a non-human language because it's
Mm,
taking us away from the thread. And let's
okay.
let's say that we've got, there's time travel involved. Let's have some past time travel to spur future time travel. How about that, huh? Huh?
Okay, you're
Huh?
speaking my
Oh,
language.
but as long
That's
as
just
it's
nice,
as
yeah.
long as it's a human language. So what we're gonna have is, um, okay, what I've just, yeah, just being weird. We're gonna have a person from the past, a human from the past, is wandering the ship or is present or something. So there's a human from the
Okay.
past. So everybody has to speak a human language. Okay? So I think that gets us I spy a Samoa. Yeah, we got Samoas. Um
Well, that's a pass cookie.
yeah, that was one of those past cookies. Yeah, that was one we missed.
Hmm.
I gotta get.
But there's some time travel. We got the cookie coming
Oh
back.
God, yeah, gotta get that out of there. I always regret having those built into OBS.
Mm,
Felix, would you do something about that cookie, please? Because
mm.
it is a coconut dream. It is one again a Keebler, which kind of sucks. Okay, and he's gonna, let's see, is it shortbread cookie? Close.
No, no, Vienna finger.
Well, Banana Fingers ain't showing up right now. Um,
Well, that kind of looks like them, but they're different shape, of course, but same color.
oh,
Yeah.
I like this idea better then, because you're gonna like this.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of these. Whoops. One of these and the shortbread, and they're gonna have a baby. So they're
Exactly.
just gonna do a thing. Because that's
Just
kind of
imagine those
the
cookies.
texture of the peanut butter, the butteriness of the Vienna. I think we're good. Um,
I mean, yeah, just imagine those cookies going at it.
oh God, yeah, the chat does not need any encouragement at this point.
Cookie humping.
Cookie humping. Yeah, I'll see if I can sneak it in while you guys are faffing around. I think I can bring this in.
Yeah,
Also,
it's really hot. And
I'm gonna bring in Jim the Great Barrier. Put in a suggestion. So I'm putting this in as a
okay.
separate legal matters, which I like. I think these are separate legal matters. There's the legal
Hmm.
matter of, yeah, so Jim and the Great Barrier once again coming to our stream. The chief wants to carry the. Oh, God, no. Why are you doing this? What do you do? What did you do? GM just gave us a whole story. Uh,
Yeah.
you come up on stage and do this. Okay, Jot is suing a Klingon merchant for selling knockoff clones. I'm assuming knockoff clones of. The heck was the sheep's name?
Lamb shake. What is
Lamb
it?
shanks.
Lamb shake?
Lamb shanks.
Shake. Yeah, lamb shakes. Yeah.
Chief wants to carry it forward, but the law forces the advocates to speak in Klingon without universal translators. Yes. Okay, so that's where we're gonna break things because there's a legal proceeding happening at the same time that we have that person from the past. And then
Mm-hmm.
Jot has a. Yes. Okay. So this human from the past. I'm so glad GM the Great Barrier doesn't remember our lore either. We've gotten pretty far up our butts. So why don't we put out a scene here? Where should this take place? Should we take place Where the should we look at what's happening with John? Should we look what's happening with the human? And whoever isn't the focus is brought in during the teaser to create tension. So what do you think? Do we want to start with whoever the human is being walked around the hall, or?
So this is someone from the past,
This is
right?
someone from the past, a human from the past, the human past.
A human from the past. Okay.
I've decided.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I just decided it's a human from the past. I yelled that.
Oh, okay. I mean, when you say that, though, is it like from our past on the show, or just the past?
What's the difference?
Well, we've never had, say, Galileo.
I got the holodeck. I don't need Galileo. I want some like fucking stone carver who was working on the Mayan pyramids, and he just finished up, and now it's his turn for open heart surgery. Because what was it when they when they collect for charity at work? It is a significantly different thing for the Mayans.
Yes, just open your heart.
Yes, open up your wallets and your heart. Do we? Because I was thinking, I want nobody famous because we can reproduce them on the holodeck. That's why I was thinking, like, just a guy, some guy,
Just a guy.
Well, I want it to be like that Woodstock guy that they brought up in that trial with Q.
Oh yeah. With Quinn.
And I like that idea. All right, so let's some random dude. I'm just gonna have some random dude.
Some random dude.
We'll see what the threads, that is. If you want him to cross, the human would be a really good lawyer. Okay, I'm liking the random lawyer. Paralegal. Oh God, I hate to say this. I really want to use a human. I want to use a human. That guy looks exactly like what I want. We'll use our LinkedIn profile and we'll let Nat Too Shabby deal with the legal ramifications. No flash photography, please. Our viewership is so low. It's even funnier there. Let me see. Midjourney. There we go. That him and his kangaroo. A 1983 Australian. Oh fuck yes. Test shots from a 1983 Australian feature film, Joey and Joey. A big time Sydney lawyer. What?
It looks AI and it's
It is AI.
Oh,
look at the number of fingers, an unnatural number of fingers on that kangaroo.
I was just thinking, like, it was a TV show, but it looked like AI somehow.
I'm liking this. I like that they've done several versions of it. And they make sure that he looks vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. Because he looks kind of like, not Brett, but the other one from Flight of the Conchords,
I'm going to be taking two different kangaroos because I find both of them equally offensive. Is the kangaroo with him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why wouldn't
he be? Okay, I'm going to use my good old-fashioned screen clip tool, and this is happening. No, we're going to get a suit, too. I want the suit.
Oh, is the kangaroo a lawyer, perhaps?
Oh, yes. They're partners, remember? It's Joey and Joey.
Yes. Attorneys at law.
No, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said that thing. I was simply reading off the GPT prompt.
Okay.
And I think the idea was we all have to speak English or a human language because otherwise it would break the timeline. Like they can't know what we can't risk additional contamination by them hearing Klingon or something.
Absolutely.
It's the most ridiculous version of. Yeah, we'll go for the young one. This is back when they were in college.
So, what if, since they're Australian, what if everybody suddenly adopts a really cheesy Australian accent just to be on the safe side?
I am. I'm not gonna say no to that. Now, how they got here, we don't know. I mean, I'm assuming there's always just a time warp. They were on walkabout or some shit. I would almost go with some Aboriginal woo, right? That the Aboriginals have ancient wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, look at I think we should just be used to this kind of thing. So let's roll with it.
Oh yeah, no, I was just trying to think of the idea. Attorneys,
Mm.
Australian feature film Joey and Joy, big time Sydney lawyer and his punchy paralegal sidekick. Okay, well I'm gonna reverse the roles on that right now. The lawyer, the lawyer is, okay, um, and I like the idea that they are both named Joey, but the lawyer is the kangaroo.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and they got here through got here. What are drugs that our Aboriginals use?
Um, Beats me. I'll Google it. Okay.
Oh, should I not Google this publicly? Yeah, put that in a chat. Back to me. All right. Now we have Joey and Joey. This is Joey to Joey. Is
Joey to Joey.
Yeah. So we are Flight of the Conchords fans here on the channel. Tells you just how bad off we are in terms of our television prices. Gonna build the token. I don't know if anybody's still watching. I think GM is.
Okay. I just sent you a traditional Aboriginal drug.
Yep, a traditional Aboriginal drug, which is now going to get us closed down, I'm sure.
It's a hallucinogen, of course.
Oh, then we can totally get through this. I want to see if. Oh my God, GM is just now. We've put kerosene on the fire with this man. I don't know. All right. If you wanted to cross the human would make a real good lawyer, good. Yeah, you're wrong. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's before we did Joey to Joey. I'm just trying to catch up to his. I'm working out the Klingon conversation. Oh God, of course you are. Hey, everybody. By the way, I'm gonna give a shout out. I do have to give a bit of a shout out while I'm here to Jim the Great Barrier, if I can find his freaking the freaking text I have set up. Putting a shout out there, Felix. Would you give a shout out, please? Jim the Great Barrier also streams Star Trek episodes and has a Klingon-centric series. So I strongly encourage you all to do it. It's more theater of the mind. I don't know if they've broken the technology of using Google Slides.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put Joey and Joey on here. Sorry about that. Man, mouse is not helping me at all. Yeah, there's Joey, and then there's Joey. Oh, we're doing that. We're gonna make it Aladdin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It would be if it were a more. They could both be also gay.
Oh well.
But that would
just not a couple.
Yeah, they're both gay, but not a couple, and I like that even better because it has to show that not all not all of them do that.
Well, it's really hard, I think, for people to be in a relationship and work together.
Yes,
Hmm.
and I agree. That's why we're not. So would it be? Would it be?
Absolutely.
Is the other one Joe E then?
Um, well, maybe he goes by Joseph.
I like. No, it's gotta be Joey and Joey though, because
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna. There's no yes and on that one. I'm afraid. Um. Yep. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna group them. Okay. So somehow, we got these two. What part of the ship are they
Hmm.
on?
Are we in the midst of a trial?
No, no. They walk in on a trial unless we really. No, if it were a magical thing, we would have summoned them. These are just a happy
Mm,
accident. So they're gonna be
okay.
walking around the hallway, right?
Mm, yes.
And yeah, I don't know how far GM Barrier's gotten on his
Attorneys
conversation.
in search of a trial. They just
Uh,
they just are sniffing around for some
well,
action.
I think what I'd like to do is have them walk by the room where the Klingon thing is taking place, and
Okay.
instantly they're completely drawn in by this.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're drawn in,
Hmm.
and the worst part is it's sort of like when someone walks into the room and you'll have to change how you talk.
Hmm.
So you made a comment about a certain compound.
Hmm.
Via walkabout. Okay, and it's I don't know what it's called. Pituri?
I guess so.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. They'll also meet Dr. Franklin from Babylon 5. Because I ain't giving up on that. You guys can all just climb off. Love me, love my Babylon 5. So I am basically a solo guy. Star Trek Adventure
No,
Resources.
no,
No,
guy.
no guy. Whoop. Yeah, no, no guy. Okay, so we need to locate some set pieces. Um, uh, Google's been a little bit pokey, so it is having trouble loading images as I'm bringing them in. So
Hmm.
it did kind of mess me up. First, I'm gonna see if I can put the ever present time portal that I thought I saw somewhere. Did I see a time portal?
Isn't it always like in in one of the shots?
Yeah, it probably isn't one of the shots. Okay, so this thing is just playing. This thing is just playing hardball here. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get a hallway of some sort. Well, the only set I have available because of recent problems is gonna be a Jeffries tube. So we now need to find out why they're in the Jeffries tube.
Oh, okay. Is this like a detour because there's doing some hallway construction?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna be really pissed about this, but we're just gonna do this because Google's let me down. Um,
I mean, there's a lot of road construction going on here. I don't know about other
well,
places.
we're gonna do this. We're trying to convince them that they're not in the future. Okay?
Hmm. Oh, so we tell them this is like, yeah, look at the cramped ship that we are on. This,
Yeah, which is the reason for the only speak English edict and everything
hmm.
else. Everyone's wearing their weirdest human costume. The non-human crew are like putting on weird wigs. So we got to get a wig now for whatever it is. So what we do is the Klingon thing is definitely going to be an interesting issue. So what's it called? All about or tube about, I guess. Yep. So Joey and Joey are being led, of course. How is Felix going to do this?
Well, maybe he's just going to act like a cat. Well, how is that going to be a big deal to a talking kangaroo?
As always, your logic is completely airtight. I think that maybe actually, he's not really a kangaroo, but whatever technology we used to bring them through time turned them into what they thought they were.
Oh, okay.
So Joey is like a closet furry, and he was taking hallucinogenic drugs as part of their current lawyer investigation back in Australia. He takes. Oh God, I've got too much backstory.
I mean, this is a complicated show. We're not even out of the teaser.
Yeah, but we're setting the table. Well, in that case, I mean, we could do almost anything and pass it off as drugs, so that's probably okay. Except that somebody says, no, 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 it's the languages. That'll mess him up. Oh, you want to know this? Who is eating the green cheese? Oh, God. Oh, ouch. Time travel and drugs transmuted him into a kangaroo. And this is Joey. Okay, so yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that as red for Joey. Okay, so he's transmitted into a kangaroo. I think he'll deal with a cat then. Then that means Simon can actually lead him around. But for some reason, Esteban declares everything in English or everything in Earth language. In a moment of command decisions. And also, I'm going to go with GM the Great Barriers thing. No universal translator. No Utah. I think I always see that now. Looking of Utah. All right, so Joey and Joey are there. They go through the teaser. We're gonna have our second breakfast, which is our second teaser, which will of course be the Klingons with our Klingons in our legal framework.
Okay, so wait, we just sort of appeared in that Jeffrey's tube and
yeah, we're just walking through it as a
said some stuff, and now we're done.
Yeah, crisis of the week. I mean, our crisis of the week is we open our teaser with a log entry that just deals with this. You know, all via log entry. And that'll be Simon's noob's log. Will be that. You know, just he's stuck escorting these guys around. One of them's a kangaroo. I don't know why. I'm not in science. I don't know.
Maybe everybody. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. So they do this. They come by, and basically now we've got Chief Jot. So we're gonna get some more familiar territory here. I hope if I can get my dudes back here. Reload the page. See if this fixes it. Yay! Reloading the page worked. Okay, good. Let's bring Chief Jot in here. Okay, Chief Jot is now gonna be in a trial. Why are we making a trial episode? I don't know.
Well, I don't think we've had one in a while, at least. It feels like we surely have had one, but I can't remember it. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally on that. Trial, and these are separate legal matters. Okay. What are they called? Starfleet regulation?
The regs.
So I'm going to count that as one of our separate legal matters, and then the other one is this. They're suing a merchant for selling knockoff clones of lamb shanks. God, now we gotta go find lamb shanks. Where is he? He's right over here. Okay, and of course, they're knockoff clones, so they're gonna be like this. And this. Some of them have difficulty standing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's a bunch of these like this all messed up. So we're gonna have several of these that are knockoffs. So I like the idea that it's slipshod. Oh god, what did you do? Redeem one-liner for the Klingons the next time we see him. Okay, well, we have to see him for the first time. But I'll put that in the pending redeems because that is what we do here on Architects of Fate.
Put it in the hopper.
Put it in the hopper. Grace Hopper? You frickin' betcha.
You know it.
You know it's Grace Hopper. If you know it's Grace Hopper.
You know it's Grace Hopper.
You know it's Grace Hopper. You know it's good. I think that'll work. Let's see what it does to our. Let's see what it does to our Discord chat. Okay, and there's I'm also gonna make the format options. We're gonna recolor these because why not? Again, they are like knockoffs.
I like the idea of they're just kind of like in a pile there.
They're just in a pile, just like bah, bah.
They're just yeah.
They're just a mess.
It's sort of just sort of throbbing and undulating, and the shit's going everywhere.
Yeah, I really do like that idea. These are bad. These are ruining the market. And let me see. So we need to get a new Klingon because I don't think I want to use a new Klingon. Oh, where is my thingy here?
Have we used? I mean, John Shook was the lawyer, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. We'll bring that guy. Yeah, but we're suing the merchant. Do it. I want a merchant and John Shook. Okay. So it's like John Shook is the Michael, the David, or no, the Jeffrey Combs. Oh, please tell me, because there's two lawyers. There's the John Shook lawyer, and then there's the big, tall, old one. Oh, that was Kolos. Yeah, Kolos was the other one. This is Japak. If this is who I think it is. No, then there's another one. I just want John Shook. He was actually an ambassador.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use him anyway. Unnamed Klingon. There he is. So I'm using this guy.
He's great.
He's great, and they had some really nice costumes in there. So I'm putting him into this area first. Alright, and the other one we'll put in is this is Klingon lawyer. And I love the idea that he would just call him Klingon lawyer, because John Shook is still uncredited in that. He's credited, but he doesn't have a name. And what I definitely want to have happen is have caveman lawyer vibes, where he's an old Southern gentleman lawyer. Yes, he was also Antac and Enterprise, which I thought was great. If that doesn't work, we can use Worf's stunt double. Jout's claim is dishonest. Okay. I like Worf's stunt double. I'll see. I want to see if I can get maybe a really tragic Star Trek cosplay. But you see, part of it is you can't make fun of the Klingon cosplay because they're good.
I mean, they really are.
They are. These are some outstanding bits of work, and I think Dr. Twitch got punched in the throat during like one of the marches because the guy who was gonna be a Klingon took it a little too excitedly. You know, and he had these knuckle dusters on that were actually pointed, and he almost like gave him a tracheotomy. This was prepping for, of course, the parade. I'm gonna use this guy because he's not recognizable.
I like that. He looks like he'd be fun.
Yes, he's a Sacramento Klingon. And I'm gonna do that. And do we have a name? Would you have a name that you'd want to throw on there, GM? Nah, he doesn't care.
Oh, you mean the name for the
I need a name for the Klingon.
Harley.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's a little too on the nose. Then you call him like Kawasaki. That would be the other one. It's like biker crank.
Yeah, it sounds more like a. You know, could you spell it with an apostrophe? Kawasaki.
Yeah, we'll just do that, and we're going to hang our heads in shame. He's gonna be an Asalonia. Yeah, it actually looks good though. The font looks good. It tells you everything you need to know about Kawasaki. Of the house Harley. And he's a dentist. I mean, it's different in the actual Klingon, but, you know, we're not going to do that now. How do you spell?
Yeah, we have to say it in English.
How do you spell Harley Davidson? Harley, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In case it wasn't obvious to you guys, we're doing a Harley Davidson joke. Yeah, this is what happens when you make our tokens right at the moment here. And I really want the guy to keep thinking that he's gonna fight it. How about Dengeth, the son of Ran? I don't know I don't necessarily know the joke. Or was there one? Dene? House of Cran. Oh, you may have to give me the joke, buddy. If there is one. We didn't see your thing by the time we were taking off on this. Does anybody represent Jot, or is this literally just one of those?
This is one of those times where he represents himself.
Yeah, it could be. Or, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look up this. Steve Shives. Starfleet lawyer.
Hey, if you haven't watched Steve Shives, he's great.
And if you haven't watched the Starfleet lawyer episode, you are missing. Oh, he is thinking, or do we want to use Shatner? I'm gonna go with Shatner.
Okay.
I'm dealing with Klingons. I want Shatner. Didn't they have like an even better? Well, I like the one with a gun. So was he basically nuts during this for Boston Legal? Because I don't remember.
I think it was a contentious cast. I don't know if he was any more nuts than anybody else.
I like that right there. He's somebody did a photo shoot of it, photo mash of him. It's Denny Crane. Okay, we're gonna use Denny Crane. He's using the emergency legal hologram. And the reason he's using the emergency legal hologram is, yes, we're gonna do. Oh, that looks much better. All right, Why are we are still in the teaser.
Really? No. This is let's make this scene one.
Okay. Yeah, it's got to be something. Well, they turn the corner and come upon this scene, and now we do it. I type teaser. Denny Crane, ELH. And that's all that. Boop, boop, boop. And he's gonna get a black background, and it'll be fine. In my world, I'm gonna go with that. And the reason he's doing this is that I am just simply not gonna leave the Steve Shives thing on the table. This has happened. Right there. His character was pretty nuts. I like the idea that the ELH selected a lawyer that understood Klingon law, and it picked Denny Crane. He's just gonna say, "Hey man, you're good. Just make the robot do it. Make the magic light man do it, or something." Is gonna be his statement. There. Yep. So he's gonna be pissy about it. Because now they've been replaced by legal holograms. Instead of legal fictions. Yeah, well I think he could call them legal fiction. Oh, you're a legal fiction, sir. Okay. We're getting all soft sit. Okay, so we got that. In comes, what is it? Wait, here's something legal sounding. And then they show up. We're there we go. Our whole parameter, everything's in here for the teaser. I don't give a shit. We have so front loaded this for the second time.
I mean, yeah, something legal sounding. I love that name.
Something legal sounding. Well, they hear, the cadence is my thought. You know the cadence without anything else. So yeah, we now have that. Okay, Act 1, motherfuckers. Here we go. Trial and error. Well, I have to give the teaser a name, of course. All right. So we got that going.
Okay.
Several minutes into this little broadcast. How we got 10 minutes to wrap this whole mess up. Okay, Act 1. Act 1 is going to be them actually doing the trial, or is Act 1 leaving them just to their own fucking devices? Because we've got a bigger problem with the temporal rift that brought them through.
Yeah. Yeah, let's leave them and go somewhere else.
Because this literally was designed to take us away from the thread. So that literally took us away from the thread.
But we're not going to pay any attention to what happens here for the rest of the show.
Yep.
So we've got the temporal threat, and somebody's future self has got to come in. And Gul Dukat somehow has to be...
And Gul Dukat has to switch sides. Now, I put Gul Dukat in play as his future self after he somehow survived the Pares.
Okay.
That's how I do it, because we don't really have a timeline for when and where we are.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know, Gul Dukat Prime doesn't even have to be involved. We could just have future Gul Dukat join Starfleet. I don't know.
What did I just... My brain is broke.
Well, I was saying, if we don't, if he's coming back from after the Pa Wraith ordeal, maybe we don't have to have the current Dukat involved at all. We could just have the future Dukat change sides or something, whatever like that. He decides he wants to work for Starfleet in some capacity. Maybe janitoring.
I like the idea that we meet him as he's already switched sides, and he's Marco Lermo.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make him this. I'm gonna make him this guy.
This is really twisty.
No, it gets better. He's the judge.
And he's wearing a Star Trek t-shirt.
We're getting deep in the meta here.
Oh God, we are drowning in the meta.
Okay.
He's the judge.
I like that he's the judge because apparently Judge has been given lines by Jim and a Great Barrier. And the item is on cooldown, so ha ha ha. Why do you even want to use one? I mean, I understand that there's a conceit that you're supposed to use the one-liners, but no. but no, it's okay.
Maybe, okay, let's get really meta. Maybe Mark Alimo.
He'd better be married to, anyway.
No, I was just thinking like we could pull a Galaxy Quest, and he actually thinks he's at a convention instead of the. Yeah, and this is some sort of fan panel going on, and he just.
You're not taking me any closer to my plot thread with any of the things you've just said out loud.
Well, he just
right?
decides to go with it. He just decides to go with the. He's going to improvise some lines and going to say some funny things to make the fans laugh.
Okay. Well, so. So he's still the judge?
Yeah.
This will work.
Yeah, he thinks it's a fan production that's happening at a con.
Fuck me. All right. I have 2 hallucinogenic. Oh, yeah. We've got to get back to some more basic Star Trek in the next few season episodes. Or season 3 might have been the leaving off point. Once Mayberry Prime had been destroyed, the universe began unraveling, and this is the carry-on of that season-long thread.
I mean, maybe this is the season we jump the shark,
Oh, this is definitely the jump the shark. We're left shark.
Because I tell you that Fonzie could show up.
Oh no, I like
we
this.
Could start.
Yeah, we're gonna have last episode. You remember when we destroyed Mayberry Prime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mayberry Prime is destroyed. That's why all these people are here.
It's just the fucked up universe.
Yeah, we've now created a fucked up universe.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be our season-long story arc. I mean, he sees Shatner and he figures, yeah, I think GM the Great Barrier weighed in on your side with what little logic was needed to sway me. Yep, it's Marco Lermo. He seems like a great guy too. I mean, he seems very solid.
He's quite three-dimensional and totally not transparent.
Totally not transparent. Okay. Yeah, he is the future of Dukat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I want to. I'm writing this stuff. Oh no, he's just Dukat. We still don't have a future self.
No, this is after the show is over.
Yeah. Okay, so do we count him as a future self?
Yeah, we totally count. Yeah, we only have 15 minutes. We totally count.
Okay. And I forget whether he switches. He switches sides to being from
Well,
being an actor to playing in this.
hmm
Okay. Oh, lower your handgun, Crane. Yeah, I think he does the whoa 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 on the stink talk here. I really want GM in the Great Barrier's voice. We'll have to figure out how to get him to gate into chat to read his damn lines. Because I don't read Dutch, I don't read Klingon. They're both made up languages. You need Stock. Yeah. Best part of Future Dukat is that in interviews he wonders why the cast didn't like him or didn't like getting friendly with him. It's like Dukat.
just like Dukat. He's very needy.
Yes. Did he actually do that? Because I thought everybody kind of like. I mean, he does wonder why he didn't think everybody didn't like him. He thought the writers didn't like him for some reason.
Yeah, I suspect that they really didn't like him, and
What?
I just have that feeling. I bet they really didn't like him for some reason.
Okay, well, he was the horrible bad guy. And,
Mm.
or an outstanding bad guy, I should say.
Oh yeah.
More personality than the Doctor had. Ever. Alright, so we're gonna grab in Marco Lermo. And he was caught at a con, so he did get gated in from a con, and he was at like San Bernardino Muskrat Con or some dumb thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like that he came. Yes. From what's the city in North Dakota, really quick?
Oh, queer?
The cast more didn't like the idea of redeeming a horrific war crime character. Well, yeah, but that wasn't. He didn't get redeemed. They didn't like. Yeah, well, GM, I think that the horrific war crime character was what's his name? Garrick. Garrick was the war crime character that got redeemed. In my opinion, I think yeah, because I thought he didn't. Yeah, they all fought against the redeeming of Dukat, and then just said no, off you go to evil, right? That I didn't know if that was on the table. Let me see. I know the woman who played Kira, not a visitor. They've got kind of a weird vibe going on. I think. Let me see. Playing the judge. Was guest at what's the main city in North Dakota?
Fargo.
Oh my God, yes.
Fargo, North Dakota.
At Fargo Fur Fest 25. So he is super happy with everything. He is happy to see the Joey there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say that he basically, that's where his career is. He's he's one of the guests. He's taking work wherever he can get it. And so I like the idea of him being I like the idea of him being whoops, he's very slender. There we go.
He is a thin
He's
man.
a very thin man.
Mm-hmm. Very tall man.
I now have too many people in a room.
Wow, look at that crowd.
Yeah, but the cool part is, for Lermo, this is all great. Because now he thinks he's at the Furry Con, and he thinks it's a bunch of Star Trek. He's not sure if it's a Star Trek, it's a mashup. And he's having a great thing. And so he has to read words in Klingon, except that he can't, because of some rule, right?
Well, I thought we were only speaking English.
We are only speaking English, and
languages.
that's the problem, because that was the take us away from the plot point, the plot thread.
Mm-hmm. Well, he speaks English.
Yes, he does. What I'm trying to figure out is if we can get him to. Yeah, there has to be some weird. Yeah, no, he's super proud that he just learned Klingon,
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't gotten the order yet. He just learned Klingon. He makes the boy, that's actually a pretty succinct sentence for the Klingons. I'm very impressed. And yeah, he has not gotten the memo because he wasn't around when the edict came down that you can't speak non-English.
You know, he doesn't know he's on a ship anyway.
Yes. Whoops, there. Okay, so yeah, he orders Denny Crane to deal with the ELH, and everyone's shocked because whoops. Mark speaks Klingon and surprises everyone.
It does surprise everyone.
It does surprise everyone. It also makes them mad. Because it makes them forced to because they think they have to use English. So they're now mad because they were following the rules, and then this idiot rolls up, and he's speaking Klingon.
So I guess the Joeys are going to freak out because they're hearing this.
I don't know. I think this was more of that rule that didn't really have a good reason. Everybody was too worried.
Yeah.
Everyone was worried. It was like, and then they realized, no, they don't care.
You know, what's this? Corrupting the timeline. What do we care?
It is literally, what do we care? Yeah, so he speaks, that causes a fallout, that propels us to part 2. Act 2, people. Act 2.
Act 2.
Let me see. Whoops. Oh, crap. Okay, I made a mistake. Alright, come on. There we go. Seeing that was the teaser. I've got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of Marco Lermo. Oops. Yes. And that. Alright, so that's this. It goes up here. Yeah, that's the teaser. And this one is this. Alright. Scene 1. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. There. Mark speaks Klingon. It surprised everyone is surprised, and everyone makes them mad because they were forced to speak English. Oh, good. It knows how to spell Klingon. Okay. So what happens?
Amazing.
What happens for Act 2? They get mad. They're mad. They're gonna do something about being mad.
They're mad about it? They're mad about it?
Yeah, how about hallucinogens? One or both of them picks up Klingon. Yeah, how about the hallucinogens? So they still under the influence of the hallucinogens?
So they think they're hallucinating, Mark Alimo thinks he's at a con.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is this going to go?
I don't know. This is part of our job, man. I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. This is not going well.
I mean, it isn't. Do we need some more chance suggestion?
I don't know if I ever want Jim and the Great Barrier to interfere again. PC negative control pleasures. This could get bad. Informed competition. Mistrusted vehicle. Redeem miracle. Oh, they perceive English. They perceive Klingon as English now.
Oh, well, that just changes everything.
Well, I like the idea that yeah, the guys are. Yeah, this is our scene 1. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is now copy paste this over to Act 2. Sorry. Act 1. Act 1. Okay, Act 2. I delete you. Yeah, we're gonna do a trial thing. What's the name of Duolingo?
Yeah, Duolingo.
Oh no, I like this better. Dual lingo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone is mad. The sudden shift in rules. Results in an immediate trial by combat. Yeah, which is the thing everyone tries to avoid, except that that's just part of what makes the Klingons the Klingons. I'm gonna try and bring these guys back because I'm a little bit pissed off at Google. It feels like they're just disembodied freaking entities at this point. You know, they're just that whatever, they're flashing lights. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let this thing ride. It's pissing me off, but I'm gonna do it. It's stupid.
I think it's this thing of like, you know, they're being transported in or something.
Yeah. So, and then also, Joey and Joey, now think they are at a FurCon. And
it's just, you know, layers upon layers.
And understand Klingon. Yeah, that's the side effect of the drug, I think is what you guys pointed out. Okay, so there is a miracle they perceive English. Yeah, because I think I'm counting that as the miracle redeem the Great Barrier had. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna redeem the one-liner, which is is it Jot is without honor?
Jot's got the one-liner?
Jot had no, Jot doesn't, but it's the Klingons again. Jot's claim is dishonest. Okay, so they're going to fire that back at.
Boom.
And then the batliths come out. We're just gonna clear the decks and have a stab fest. Does that sound okay?
I'm on it.
It's Klingons. Yeah. It's the only time you get to have fun in Star Trek.
We rarely have a fight on Cookie Trek.
Yes. Well, that's because everyone gets along and we go to lots of couples therapy. So basically, did Joey and Joey like come to the aid of Jot because he's out whatever 2-1 or what?
It's well. Would that cause them to drop the suit? Perhaps, I don't know.
Who? Well, they've decided now that basically because they broke one rule, the whole arbitration is void. So now they're going to trial
Okay.
by combat.
Oh, yeah. We'll just do it right here in the room.
And they're
Right?
just going to do it right here in the room because that's,
Mm-hmm.
that's how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm assuming that you go to war with your lawyer, so yeah. Lawyer and Kawasaki. Draw blades. I'm not gonna write things up. They draw their I would love it, GM. Maybe pull an Ace Attorney style objection. Yeah.
What's Ace Attorney?
You'll recognize it. It's a meme.
Oh, okay.
It's this guy.
Oh, yep.
And I remember the kids had a game of that, and it was just this endless supply of screens on the Nintendo DS. But it was just very iconic because you were trying to solve mysteries, and that was really cool. And then during the trial, you'd unlock the story, and it was a pretty fun little game. You know, it was a lot of fun, and the biggest one was objection. You know, it was like just that. So I'm gonna put up that because somebody seemed to suggest that that's a thing I should use. And I'm gonna copy that. Let me see. Open. Oh god. Open. Yeah, there's the image. Okay. Copy image. And I'm gonna hope to God. Yes.
Oh, I like how it was so huge there for a second.
Well, I think maybe it should stay that way, but hold on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this, and the reason I'm going to do this is because I can format my slides, and I'm just so awesome. Adjustments, opacity. So I can actually just cover the whole screen with the word objection. and still have things show through. So that was
objection.
Yeah, so they if we've got a Klingon version of that would be great. And if we had an actual graphic designer that could do things 2 minutes before we thought of them, that would be even funnier. Hey man, I'd love to put this in for a panel at Dragon Con, but there's no way. We aren't a special podcast. We're not a good podcast like other people. There are some really good podcasts and things, but I think that we need to start joining. So, yeah, there's objection, and they're just gonna go for it. How do we want to run combat, if at all? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this next one. This is scene 2A. I'm going to get rid of the objection. I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, it's actually trying to spell correct to the correct Klingon. Okay, the lawyer doesn't really have a gun that works. So I feel he's going to nope out. Draw blade. Denny. Nopes out.
He nopes out.
Is my phrase. Yeah, you just know what my phrase is. Nopes out of there. And do we even have like a thing? Marco Lerba will now be the judge of this day of the any Mark thinks this is a dance battle.
Exactly. You know, or some kind of costume contest or something.
Oh, it's a masquerade now. Ask for more money.
Yes. suddenly everybody is like changing the show
Yeah,
here.
so because this is outside of the quote skit duties.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think we see it would take hours to do it. Yeah, I know. This is the power of imagination.
The power of
So I'm
imagination.
thinking Joey and Joey grab nearby. I don't know. It's a Klingon courtroom, so I'm sure it's appointed with weapons. So they just grab some things and here's the deal. They call Jot calls, and I forget the name of the lawyer.
The lawyer?
Yeah, Steve Shives has a Starfleet
Oh,
lawyer.
yeah, I didn't know he had a name, but
Yes, he did.
of course he does. Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, or it's a missing. Okay. There's a follow up to the Starfleet lawyer? Oh my god. Please.
Ooh,
Uh,
always something exciting.
okay, I just want to see. Richard Tuckman. Esquire.
Esquire.
Jock calls Richard Tuckman Esquire. I feel that Richard Tuckman would go, you wanted the light, man. You're on your own. That kind of thing. Mr. The ELH can do it. And then Joey see that there's a client in a lurch, and they leap in to help.
Mm-hmm.
They will take the case.
We will take the case.
Yes, not the cake, the case. Okay, so they'll take the case, and I think that puts us into scene 2, scene 3. Oh, I want everybody to die.
I was just thinking, like, we're gonna have to bring Q into this somehow to get us out of this story.
Oh, hell no. We can get out of this story all by ourselves. We got into it, we can get ourselves out of it. Let me see. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, I don't know if I can dice on this anymore, if my dice still work. Let me see if
Okay, let's try it.
dice roll
I'm always
works.
liking that.
No, none of them work because the guys, the public domain dude that did this, I'm certain he doesn't have any money. So all he has to do is let the system down a little bit, and he's suddenly, done. It's been a rough day for the internet. It's been a rough week for the internet people. Okay.
Very
so
true.
what I'm gonna do is do the old-fashioned thing, which is 5d20 on Google. So Google's rolling for us. There's an 18 and a 14 in there. So in my opinion, that is, Klingon's attack. And, miss horribly, killing 3 of the clone sheep. Because now the sheep have scattered all over the room. All the consternation caused the sheep to scatter. The Klingons attack, killing 2 of the clone sheep. There might not be anything left to object to, because I don't know what Jot was hoping for.
That's true. Maybe if we just make the sheep disappear, it all goes away.
I'll go with that.
Not quite a Deus Ex Machina.
No, our whole thing is a Deus. Really? But we do actually have Gul Dukat show up, though. Well, we do have a Gul Dukat. Okay, so I didn't bring the corpse markers. So we'll just drop them in ourselves, man. Boop. Okay, all ready? Yep, he's a bright bloody red. And then yellow gets wasted too. So that's the Klingons round. Our team's round. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, 2 20s. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. In this game, rolling high is bad. So the 2 20s I'm gonna put on Joey and Jot. And while Jot was swinging, yeah, I think that every time there's a critical failure or near critical failure, we kill a sheep. With the exception of this.
Boom.
With the exception of this. Joey dies because Joey swung wide and left his partner.
Oh, that sounds devastating.
Yeah, it does sound devastating. I think he's going to be...
He's going to have an existential crisis right here in the courtroom.
Well, or he's either dead or he's seriously wounded. And so I don't know how Joey's going to react to that, or how Jot's going to react to it. Do we need a roll for everyone coming to their senses? Oh, Joe hates the crap. They're leaving crap everywhere. Yeah, he stepped away in the corner.
Yeah, he might just run away.
No, I think Marco Lermo's not gonna. He wants to see how this turns out. He's fascinated. This is the best con he's been in a while.
We're all fascinated.
And what I have an idea, but it's a horrible idea.
Okay.
It involves Joe.
Is there any horrible idea here? I think they're all good.
There's tragic ideas. Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know that the lethal injuries can be survived before the scene ends. But you've never had a player. All right. All I'm saying is, GM the Great Bear, Dr. Twitch had a player just say, "I'm just gonna sit down and die," like in Curly's Gold. And he's gonna sit down and die. We didn't know such a thing was possible, and there was no ruling that said he couldn't. But yeah, he can usually be stabilized before the scene ends. But I do have a better idea. Or I have a possible idea that gets us out of a lot of machina. Because keep in mind, Joey and Joey are both on hallucinogenic drugs and some kind of a weird native Aboriginal ritual, because of course Star Trek cleaves so carefully to rituals, right, Mr. Chakotay?
It's totally right.
Looking at you, Chakotay. And I want to kill both of the guys on drugs because they're anchoring open the time portal. How does that sound? Does that grab you?
Okay.
Joey is beside himself. Pops over to comfort Joe E. Is there any famous last words for Joe E?
Famous last words?
Yeah, something about, like, hop to it, or I don't know. Put a shrimp on the Barbie. I'll be back. Smoke me a kipper. Yes. Yeah, he says, smoke me a kip, and then he dies. And at this point, the Klingon lawyer, of course, takes the opportunity to just run Joey through.
Boy, this is one of our more violent cookie tracks, I'd say.
Well, yeah, it's Klingons. It's Klingon law. Standard Klingon law. Really, the only people being violented. Perhaps Amo decides what he believes is an improv, and the Khan decides he needs to be guided by a firmer hand. He goes from passive observer to director. So how does that work?
Oh, he always wanted to direct, don't they all?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm wondering what he do to direct. So if we're gonna have him direct, does he step in and say, no, you're doing it wrong, back up, back to first position, or is he talking about?
Yeah,
okay.
maybe. I mean, what I'm thinking is like he sort of let's let him write our ending.
Runs Joey through. Well, see, here's the deal. When both Joeys are dead, they're gonna all the time jumps will snap off.
Oh, well then Mark Alive was gone too, right?
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't want to mess with him.
Oh.
Well, no, I love the idea. Alarmo walks over and starts to try and redirect the scene. And and as he does it, he vanishes as he crosses the room.
Who else is going to be left here in the room?
Just Dead Sheep and Jot.
Okay.
Yeah. And your lawyers are dead. Honor is satisfied. And boom, we're moving on. That would be my thought.
Okay.
Let me see.
Your honor is satisfied.
Yeah, because if your lawyer dies, then you lose the case. That's one of your things. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give some lines that Mr. Barrier put up, and then let me see, where's my thing? Copy, paste. But we are running slow tonight. Okay. And then we can let him fade. Yeah. So he starts saying a line mid-line. He just fades. And they go back dead, I guess. So much for not contaminating the timeline. So I'm gonna do that. Copy.
Mark fades.
So we're in this one. So they fade. These two fade. And where's Noob? Crap, Noob should have been watching this whole disaster. Oh my God! Thank you for subscribing 6 months. 6 months in advance. You paid ahead. Woo!
Wow! Amazing.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. I'm sorry.
Be happy.
I'm sorry that you did that. That happened.
We just be happy.
We can just be happy, but I don't know if
We just
I'm
be happy.
physically capable of doing that. Oh, here's the deal. There's a bunch of dead people. Your lawyer is dead. The case is ours. Victory is ours. So, yeah, Jot now lost the case to the Lambshanks clones.
So, but they're not the problem. They're just the clones.
Well, yeah, but that's the. I mean, that well, they have one weird sheep left. But well, no, that was what they were suing over was the property rights. Jot wanted to stop them from producing copies of Lambshanks. So they were creating Prada purses of Lambshanks.
So yeah, are the Klingons even here anymore?
Yeah, they're the three dot guys that I'm pissed off about.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, these are the
never showed up.
Yeah, the Klingons that are it's dressed in special Klingon legal garb, I guess.
So basically, Jot lost.
Yes. The plot that mattered not at all and we made up on the spot calls to Noob. Where's the captain's icon? If I can't bring the captain in, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. And the captain calls. And of course I don't have his bubble. Because I thought his bubble came with him, but apparently it doesn't. Okay. So basically, yeah, I'll ask if he's keeping yeah, basically, the captain calls Noob, asks for a status report. Status, Noob says we found a way to send them back. And then, Esteban is, did you keep them from, did you make sure they couldn't contaminate anything?
Yeah.
Noob. Oh, they won't. Don't worry, Cat.
Don't worry, Captain.
Yeah, anything about the future. And we just leave it at that. He just quietly leaves it at that. Don't worry, they're completely unable to tell anybody. They don't know anything to tell in the future. There's not a problem with them going back and telling anybody anything.
And then we get the little quirky music.
Yeah, the funny music of them being dead.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Because they are dead. Okay, I put that in there because apparently that wasn't enough for other people to know. There you are. Are you not entertained? That's our epilogue as well.
I am so entertained.
Epilogue. There, that was the epilogue. And, that's cool, everybody. So next week, Cookie Trek. Letting you know we still have weeks. We're still gonna keep going. And, we're going to encounter a person or persons marooned on a planet. A holographic love interest. and the gratuitous male gaze.
Alrighty.
So those will all be in Cookie Trek next week. What I'm gonna also do is where's my next thing? And I've got it now. I've got to like collect up my thoughts because
get it all together.
this is the part I hate because I've got to move a lot of things around. Shoot. All right. Well, if you want to keep talking for a minute, because what we have Sunday, 9 p.m. Tomb of Annihilation. We got some stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that is once again it's Tomb of Annihilation. After the world's longest rest, the party finished off the Death Tyrant before it even had taken its turn. Treasure was found and sorted, divided. I'm sorry. Yes. What?
I was just gonna say that was a banger of an episode.
That was an insane episode. If the
the
episode taught us anything, we may eventually need to go and do a Cookie Trek, The Search for Mayberry. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea. I think that'll be our first movie.
Yeah, got yes, we're gonna do.
We're gonna do a movie now. Oh God. Anyway.
We gotta fix the universe. That's what we gotta do.
So we have to fix our own attitude. Yeah. So anyway, treasure was found and sorted, divided. A pair of death kisses rose from the ashes and were quickly dispatched. And Scrod was the unintended target of a confusing polymorph. Join us next week for the thrilling continuation of Scrod Sterling's adventure through the Tomb of Annihilation. Oh God. Yeah. We do also have Star Trek Back in Business, and I have to bring that down. We don't have any other things going on, though. That's the weird problem. So, Star Trek Back in Business on Monday, the 11th. The 194th rule. It's always good business to know new customers before they walk in the door. The Telluride Mining Consortium expresses concerns over the health and safety protocols, but Cash Dash dismisses the biological quarantine as an unnecessary worry. Additionally, a peculiar, oh, good Lord. I believe it will be Ferengi. Kept hinting at something intriguing in the Delta Quadrant. Should they maybe have listened to him? Well, it's too late now. They're heading for the surface. And by the way, what is up with Knot in his hat? And then Tuesday, I believe we have Conan. On Wednesday, it's Curse of the Netherdeep. Deeper in the Nethers. I always keep saying that. Deeper still.
Deeper still.
And then Thursday, I believe we are off. Mm-hmm. Friday, I believe, is, well, that's Cookie Trek.
And we just go back to Do.
With a new episode. Yes.
Yeah, Sea Trek. It sounds really cool.
Sea Trek. Yeah,
Sea Trek. Sea Trek.
It is not cool. So now I'm gonna try and find have Felix find us a raid. Because we should always try and do a raid because I think that's just good. I know that Jim and the Great Barrier gets exposed to all kinds of random things when that happens. Let's see if DJ Storm... Oh, I think we actually had DJ Storm show up before. DJ Stan. Oh, that's even better. Veteran of the Psychic Wars. Sure he is.
Ooh.
But I want to say thanks, Jim and the Great Barrier, for coming in and, subscribe, re-upping your subscription, doing your thing. Everybody kind of hop over there, watch the raid, see how it goes. We're going to see how DJ Stan is. Bye, everybody.
Oh, it's still taking a while.
I'm sending it now.